Afternoon, afternoon, afternoon. How are we all doing? How are we all doing today? Plenty more stuff to talk about. It's just never ending at the moment. Never ending for the Liverpool fan. Like we weren't just treated to an unbelievable season with a fantastic title win at the end, with a guard of honour from Arsenal and loads of others, including Chelsea. All good, all good. Great to have a load of you in here now. I noticed there's been loads of shows on this afternoon, so I kind of held off until they finished to make sure you were all going to listen into this one. Wanted to go over quite a few things. Wirtz, Cherki, Diaz, Elliot, secret meetings. What on earth is going on at Liverpool? Couple of other new players thrown into the mix. Wanted to talk about the art of the deal, which is a new one, which I've learned quite a lot about over the last couple of days. Hughes and Edwards doing a madness. Boston's involved. Wirtz's dad's involved. Like it's all going crazy right now. But all good, all good, all good. If you haven't hit the like and subscribe, please do. Plenty of content to go through today. Also, if you like my storytelling from yesterday, then hit me a super chat and say, and give me a rating out of 10 because I've been given loads of stick over that. But I thought it was funny to talk about that. I played the agent. I played the player. I played Slot. I played Edwards. I played Hughes. I was doing different characters in that one. Let's go. Okay, so first of all, let's jump straight into this one. Head into this one straight away. Okay, this one's in the Daily Mirror. I need to make that a bit bigger. Anyway, instead of making it a bit bigger, what I'll do is I'll just read it out. So, Ryan Cherki, as reported on Tuesday, Liverpool manager Arne Slot flew to France from his holidays and had a secret meeting with Ryan Cherki and agreed terms, by the way, like terms are agreed with Ryan Cherki. If we want Ryan Cherki is coming to Liverpool. I'm saying that right out the bat now. Okay. We have many options on the table. Like I was talking to my wife in the cafe before having cake, because that's what we do every couple of days. And it's really incredible the fact that we have now gone from the team that used to envy Manchester City signings to the team that Manchester City envy our signings in the space of 1 year with Edwards and Hughes at the helm. Like, seriously, that is how far ahead we are against the opposition now. Like, Manchester City are buying Ain't Nori because they can't get Kerkez. Manchester City are buying Cherki or Reinders because they can't get Wirtz. Like, we are taking Manchester City's number one options away from them before they get a chance. And they're just holding their hands up and going, okay, what's our second option? All right, our second option is this guy. But we've already agreed terms with these guys. So even if we decide, you know what, we want Wirtz and Ryan Cherki, or we want Kerkez and Ain't Nori, we can go and sign both. Like, We have so many options available right now. We are at the table when we want to be at the table. Like, we've talked about being at the table for so long, years and years. We've sat there going, why aren't we at the table for these big guys? Why aren't we at the table for these best players? And it's pretty obvious why we weren't at the table. It's because we didn't have Edwards at the club. It's because we were ran by a manager that isn't a director of football. He's a manager. He's a coach. He's a manager. That's his job. Like, nothing was going on behind the scenes at Liverpool for probably 4 or 5 years. We need to be really honest with ourselves, because now it just looks like everything's there now. The switch has been switched on. The doors are open. Like, there's people inside the building. Like, it's busy. There's officers being used. There's meetings happening. People are getting told, book your ideas up. Like it's all going on at Liverpool now. Like, and the coach, the manager, whatever you want to call him, he's highly influential in players coming to Liverpool. He's had a meeting with Wirtz. Wirtz loves him. He's had a meeting with Cherki. Cherki loves him. He's had a meeting with Kerkez. Kerkez is on board. Frimpong, he's been on the phone to Frimpong for weeks. I reported this a long time ago, and everybody was joking about it, going, oh, who's your source? I know my sources, and they've been right. So let's just sit back and get the popcorn out, because it's going to get wild. Like, it's going, like, buckle up, because we are going for more and more. We are at the table with the big guns. Everybody's raved about Cherki. Cherki's our second choice. Cherki's our second choice. If we want Cherki, we get Cherki. We get him ahead of Manchester City because we've already agreed terms. This was done and dusted about a week and a half ago. Anyway, that's the latest on this. I'm not 100% sure. Where's that comment? I'm not 100% sure. I actually feel there could be more. There could be more to this. We may go for him as well. If Luis Diaz moves, we will need a left-sided player who can rotate in the centre. And Cherki really does fit that bill. Like, he does. Like, you can ask a number of content creators who rave about this guy. He can play left. And so, and so can Wirtz. And I also want to talk about the art of the deal, which is more about the Wirtz. Our big up Red Vision. Big up. Absolutely amazing stuff. Grab your memberships. Grab your memberships, and I'll start doing content. Appreciate that, Red Vision. Okay, let's go. Also, let me know, Red Vision, if you want to be a mod. I'll add you as a mod. Let me know. 100%. 100%. I'm absolutely all in on that. Get him as well. Get him. He's leaving. He said his goodbyes. There's literally 2 players, Florian Wirtz and Ryan Cherki, who have all said goodbye to their clubs. So they are gone regardless. Like, they've said goodbye. They've waved goodbye. They've cleaned out their lockers. They're moving to pastures new. Does Cherki really want to fight it out with about 70 wingers at Manchester City? And they don't actually do that well. Like, so is this what he wants? Like, do we go and get Cherki and Wirtz? Because Wirtz can play the false 9. Make no bones about it. Wirtz plays false 9. Cherki plays 10. Oh my God. Are you listening to this? He's got no pace. I understand that. But he doesn't need to have pace if he's playing the 10. Yeah, he is. He is a Liverpool fan. Anyway, let's move on. Okay. Okay, so I want to give you a couple of updates. Okay, so some of the latest updates is Fabrizio Romano, Kerkez done. Okay, Kerkez is done, 5-year contract, done. Okay, we don't need to worry about this one. Fabrizio Romano has said, Kerkez can't wait to join Liverpool. It's around 42 million. It's a huge amount of money, by the way, for a left back. But Liverpool see him as a phenomenal player that's going to have 7 years plus at Liverpool. So he's going to sign a 5-year contract. Do not worry about that. That one is done and dusted. The next one is just a couple of posts from journos. Liverpool are getting their transfer business done early. Once again, they are confident of confirming another big one immediately. This one is after Wirtz. There's another one coming in after Wirtz. And I really don't know who it's going to be because there is quite a few plates that are being spun. This one broke last night, 45 million, in the range of 45 million for Milos Kerkez in the next coming days. Liverpool want to get Wirtz and Kerkez confirmed and leaning the Axeline before Thursday. Before Thursday, okay? So buckle up. Luis Diaz. There's a lot of cold and hot air around Luis Diaz, whether he stays, whether he goes. We are negotiating a new contract with him. Like, that is happening. Like, that is actually happening. Okay. So a lot of people want him to go, but we are trying to get him on a new contract. Like, why would we not want to? He's had a phenomenal season. He scored the most goals he's ever has in a season. He's a great player. Liverpool see him as a brilliant player to play on the left and to also rotate in the 9. He's done a great job there. We are talking about a new contract for him. That is a fact. However, where is it? Not this one, not that one. I wanted to bring this one in. Where is it? This one. Fabrizio Romano reported Luis Diaz's top target for Al Nassr and Barcelona. So Barcelona have not given up. We will sell Luis Diaz for 70 plus million. Someone comes in with 70 plus million, we are selling Luis Diaz. Okay. Big up, Barry. Big up, Barry. Thanks for becoming a member. Amazing stuff. Once I get 5 confirmed memberships, I will start adding some video content to the channel. I'll also add you as mods. Also, if you've got any messages, put them in the chat, and I should pick them up and reply back. That's part of the deal. Also, big up new subscriber Liam. Good to have you on board. Yeah, if you're new to subscribing to the channel, say hello in the chat and let me know. Amazing stuff. It's 70 million pounds. It's 70 million pounds. I've got a page on it here somewhere. This is it here. So this is from Blagruna. So this is from Blagruna. Why is my screen so small? Is that screen small to you? Can you let me know in the chat? Does that screen show up really small? If it does, I need to sort out that view. Okay, there. Yeah, so Liverpool, so Barcelona are willing to do a deal of around 65 to 70 million euros. Yeah, however, Liverpool are looking for 80 million euros, which is around 72 million pounds. There you go, 70 million here. It's there. Okay. So it's there. So we're willing to sell for 70 million pounds. So if someone comes in, 70 million, Luis Diaz is gone. Okay. There's loads of other stuff going on as well, by the way. Nunez is still up in the air. Jota's still up in the air. Chiesa. More stuff on Chiesa here. Napoli are now in talks with Chiesa. Atletico Madrid are looking at Chiesa. Chiesa's got plenty of suitors. If we decide to sell him, we will get our money back for Chiesa. Also, he may well go back to Juventus because they've lost their manager now. And the manager didn't like Chiesa, and he loves Juventus. So Chiesa could well go back to Juventus. That is also an option. This was the Barcelona piece with Luis Diaz from Florian Plettenberg, who said that Barcelona are really interested in Chiesa, in Luis Diaz. So that's definitely on the card still. Kerkez one I've reported. Chiesa, this is the Chiesa piece here. Juventus, I still love the club. Returning there one day, why not? Why would you say that? Like, you know what I mean? It's an interesting one. David Ornstein broke the Ryan Cherki meeting. Arne Slot left his holiday last week and flew to the south of France to meet Ryan Cherki. Liverpool have committed to Wirtz, though that doesn't stop them performing due diligence on other options, preparing all outcomes. The Cherki discussions were scheduled before Wirtz chase accelerated, and it's normal to proceed with such conversations while your priority signing is not complete and multiple plates are spinning. Liverpool are doing bits. Also wanted to let you know that Harvey Elliot to Bayer Leverkusen is no longer being considered. There's no player swap. The big hold up, okay, I kind of, what I'll do is I'll explain the art of the deal, okay? So this is the art of the deal, all right? So this for me is how Liverpool have performed so well in this window so far, especially with the Wirtz opportunity. So Florian Wirtz has been talking to Manchester City. That's been ongoing for the last year. Manchester City have got cold feet because Bayer Leverkusen have been asking for 150 million euros. It's pretty obvious that Bayern Leverkusen have wanted 135 million pounds. That looks really obvious now. That's the price. Okay. Manchester City pulled out because the money is astronomical. Let's be fair, 135 million quid is a ridiculous amount of money. It really is. Okay. Bayern Munich did all the groundwork on the family. Even his sister, they were bringing her into their women's team. They've been having negotiations with Wirtz. All of that was done. Okay. Bayern Munich thought they had the deal in the bag. Okay. They offered 85 million pounds straight up. They offered 85 million pounds. And they broke it to lots of different journos that they were getting Wirtz. This didn't go well with Wirtz and the family. And we found out through whatever sources we had that there may be an opportunity with Wirtz. So we asked the family if they'd like to come and visit our training ground and have a look at our project. That's all it was. It was an exploratory meeting, basically. Okay. They came over. They had a look at the training ground. They absolutely loved it. We didn't get the feeling that any of that was happening because they didn't portray that to us. And then they went back to Germany. The only reason anybody found out about the meeting is because the Bayern Munich director of football had a paddy and started kicking off because he was worried that they may well have screwed up the Wirtz deal. And Liverpool had a meeting. So he told the media that we had a meeting, and it wasn't Manchester City. Straight after that, Manchester City announced that they weren't going to follow up on Wirtz because of the price. Everybody laughed at it because they looked at it and thought, hang on a minute, how is the price too big for Man City? Well, it's pretty obvious now that it is too big because it's 135 million quid. And Bayer Leverkusen are not moving on that price. They're not. And that's why we're sat here now and this deal still hasn't been done. However, this is the art of the deal. And this is where Hughes and Edwards get paid their money. Yeah. And this is why we have them at the club. Now we've had a conversation with the family, and Slot has had an online meeting with Wirtz and sold him the project. Bayern Munich, Real Madrid, Manchester City, every single team is out of the bidding war, which is exactly what Bayer Leverkusen wanted so they could get 135 million quid. They wanted a bidding war between Bayern Munich and Liverpool, and even Manchester City, and they started touting Real Madrid because Real Madrid came from nowhere saying, oh, Real Madrid are interested in him. And that came out from Real Madrid. No, we're not. We've got no plans at all to bring in Wirtz. This all came from Bayer Leverkusen's side because they want more money, because he's their best player. And that's okay. We did the same with Coutinho. We got as much money as we possibly could out of Barcelona. And so Bayer Leverkusen are doing exactly the same thing. However, we've done things the right way. And we've now taken every single club out of the bidding war. So we are the only team that Wirtz is going to go to. So now it's a case of, what are you going to do, Bayer Leverkusen? Your player doesn't want to play for you anymore because he's already said goodbye and he's already told everybody he's going to Liverpool. You're now in a situation where you have your best player who's won German Player of the Year 2 years in a row, who's announced that he's going to Liverpool. He's met with Liverpool and you've said you're selling him and you're holding us to ransom for 135 million quid. Nah. It's not going to happen with Hughes and Edwards. And this is where they come in. And this is where the art of the deal works. What are your options? What are Bayer Leverkusen's options? The only leverage Bayer Leverkusen have got now is they try and get one of our players, which they tried. They tried for Harvey Elliot. We've said no, that's not happening. We're not giving them Harvey Elliot because we can use him for PSR if we need to sell him. What's your next option? Add-ons. Okay, what add-ons do you want? Well, we want full fee. We've offered 108. We've offered 85 million first bid, 109 million second bid, and they've both been rejected. They want 135 million. Okay, how do we make this deal happen? How do we get as close to 135 million as we can without paying 135 million? Because we agreed 109. Well, we agreed 109 with add-ons. Okay. It's always been 84. It's always been 84 million cash. How do we get to 135 million? Okay. Let's look at the options. You want a goalkeeper. He plays for Brentford. Yeah. You want to buy that goalkeeper. Okay. We can get the price reduced on that goalkeeper, Mark Flecken, by selling them our goalkeeper to replace him cheaper than they'd normally pay. So we offset 20 million. That's done. That's now done. Okay, Queven Gallagher is now a player for Brentford. He cost them 18 million. He would have cost 35 million. Mark Flecken is now a goalkeeper for Bayer Leverkusen. They've saved themselves about 20 million euros. Okay, we've already moved the price down. Okay, the price has now been moved from about 135 million pounds to about 125 million pounds. How do we get that number down even more without just waiting? The art of the deal. And this is where Edwards and Hughes are going to get the kudos. Bayer Leverkusen think their guy, is a Champions League winner, is a league winner, is capable of all of these awards. He's going to do it. Well, he's not going to do it with you. And this is where Edwards and Hughes are talking to them. Well, he's one of the greatest players in the world right now, potentially, but he hasn't won the Champions League, and he's won the league once. He's not going to win the league again with you. So where do these add-ons come in? Well, we're not going to pay you now for the potential of him doing things before he's done them. So this is where Liverpool come in, and we turn around and say, okay, we will give you this much money if he wins the league. We will give you this much money if he wins the Champions League. But you don't get the money until he does it. And the wait is on. And we have days because they want to get rid of this player, because they want to start buying their own players to replace their team, which is depleted. And this is it. It's going to happen soon. And the money's going to drop down, and it's going to be around 115 million. I can see it being about 115 million with loads of add-ons, and obviously the deal with Kelleher and Flecken, and that's it. And they will reduce the money, and we will get our guy. And the beauty is, there's no one else in the market for him. There's no one else in the market for him. We've literally taken all of the opposition out by doing the right thing and meeting the agent and meeting the player. And that's what we didn't do with Caicedo last year. If we'd have done that with Caicedo, we'd have got our man. And that's where the trip to Boston came in. Went to Boston, had to get it all green lighted. Wouldn't be surprised if the Kerkez deal is going to be installments. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if the Kerkez deal, we might end up selling them one of our players. We might end up selling one of our players. They definitely need a centre-back. Quansah's there. Gomez is there. There's an option there. I wouldn't be surprised if Bournemouth ended up with one of our players. And that money is potentially paying some of the Kerkez money. But the money's there. And the player's already agreed. So let's just wait and see. It will be days. Okay? Don't sweat. Do not worry about it. It's happening. Also wanted to bring this one up as well. And I'm going to go back onto sharing my screen. Stefan Bajcetic attracting plenty of interest. If we do decide, this is from The Athletic with James Pearce. If we do decide, then there are plenty of options out there of clubs that are interested in Stefan Bajcetic. So we may well move him on if he hasn't got a place in the team next year. What else have we got? I'll share this other piece which was in the Mirror. So preparing our final offer. Where is it? Wirtz obstacle is the Reds' second bid fell short of Leverkusen's £126 million asking price. It's actually 130 million, but any of the players that they wanted have all been taken off, and now it's a case of just waiting. Also, Barcelona are looking at getting Marcus Rashford on loan. If they do get Marcus Rashford on loan, then there is a feeling that Diaz won't go. Also, Jadon Sancho as well isn't going to so he's gone back to Manchester United. Also, Joe Bellingham's off to Dortmund to follow his brother's footsteps. Isn't that interesting? Oh, I've got a couple of stars here. Sorry. Big up, Jen, becoming a member. Welcome, and also Jamie. Big up, mate. I'm going to post some exclusive content, and you'll have access to that, buddy. Good to have you all on board. Chelsea are in talks as well to give Caicedo a new contract, so he'll probably get like another eight years on his contract, which would be crazy. Yeah, I find that really wild that they couldn't sort out his wages. Like it'd be crazy what he was demanding, because he's absolutely garbage. Like if you look at Jadon Sancho's crossing stats, he's one of the worst crossers in the league. Like one of the worst crossers in the league. I think Mudryk is worse. But it's crazy that it's crazy. So I just want to bring this one up as well. So this is Jared Braithwaite. So David Moyes has said that he's not for sale. He's hoping he can keep him, but Braithwaite does want Champions League football. Liverpool have been keeping a close eye on him, just to let you know the update on him. Hughes and Edwards and Slot have got there's no qualms in just going and getting an Everton player. They're not bothered. Like it's not like the olden days where Everton is seen as anything rival. Like they don't see that. They don't see Everton as a rival. They just see them as a team that's struggling in the league, and if they want to go and take a player, then they'll go and take a player. I think we looked at Braithwaite when he was at his previous club. I think we looked at him, but we just didn't go for him in the end. What else have I got? So this was from German news article. Bring this one up. This is from Kerkez. There's a lot of stuff that's come from Kerkez. So the package presented to the German side was worth up to 130 million euros, which is still 20 million, 16.9 million short of their asking price. Like I said, 150 million they wanted. And that wasn't the deal. That was not the deal that Manchester City were promised. So they moved the goalposts. This was turned down, and obviously we tried to look at Harvey Elliott or even Gerald Quansah, but we've decided we're not doing that, and we're just holding fast. And we will get him. We'll get our man. We probably will break the transfer record, though. It probably will cost about 120 million, maybe. We don't want Wirtz to be the UK transfer record at such a young age. We don't want to put that pressure on him, which is why we're trying to get the price down to about 85 million pounds. We are trying to get that down. It's not off. It's not off. It's not off. And obviously, this was posted up on Sky Sports. So unless a Liverpool player is included in the deal, the Florian Wirtz by Leverkusen are demanding a fee of up to 118 to 126 million. We're very optimistic of reaching an agreement. There's also this one as well, which is Malik Fofana. 67 million is the price tag. I don't think we'll go for him at that price. He's only 20 and he's only had one season, and he's very raw. That's a lot of money for someone who hasn't done a lot of football. I'd be more than I'd be more than willing to throw that money at the likes of Nico Williams, you know, or Brian Mbuemo, or Eze, or someone like that. Like, I'd be more likely to throw that kind of money at somebody else than someone who's 20 and has had one season where they've scored less than 10 goals. It's not quite good enough. Yeah, I know. I reckon he's a lot below that as well. About 30 million. Yeah, absolutely. I think Eze was our third choice, behind Wirtz and Cherki. To be honest, I think he was. Yeah, I know. He looks good, doesn't he? He looks good. He came from Barcelona's academy. He cost very little. Like, they might have even got him on a free transfer, you know. I'm just going to quickly check to see whether that report's right. No, there's nothing. No, there's nothing about Wirtz. No, I don't see anything. I don't see anything there. Just gonna I'm just gonna go straight onto the Echo's main page so you can see. So this was Queven, 18. I also wanted to bring up the Rafa Leal updates as well. Yeah, so Bournemouth are looking at Rennes' Adrian Truffert as their replacement for Kerkez. So they're already busy, like, spending that money or looking to replace him. Obviously, Queven's done, and good luck to him. He's been sensational, been absolutely sensational. Al Nassr are trying to get Ronaldo signed up, but they need to convince Ronaldo that there'll be a player to do the running for him. So that's why they're trying to get Luis Diaz. Also, Lucas Stevenson is wanted, so he'll probably leave. Slot does like him, though. Slot does like him, and if he doesn't find another club, then he may well stay around. So, according to Tutor Web, we claim that Liverpool have made contact with AC Milan over Rafa Leal. I personally think that it's Rafa Leal's agents touting him out, because obviously AC Milan have had a poor season. He's touting him out, so some clubs come in for him. Liverpool always get used as a team to get other teams involved. Why is everyone saying Wirtz ain't happening? Like, where are you getting this information from? Where are you getting this information from? Like, tell me where you're getting this information from. Like, seriously, where are you getting this information from? Because it's not anywhere online. It's not anywhere online. Like, it would be all over X. It'd be all over X if the Wirtz deal has gone cold. It would. So Julian Alvarez, another outburst from the president of Atletico Madrid. Like, this guy just won't be quiet. Liverpool have been issued a clear transfer message and with surprise links with Julian Alvarez. What's he wrote? Julian Alvarez is an Atletico player and will be Atletico player. I think this is old stuff. Yeah, I think this might be old stuff. But yeah, yeah, basically he's come out and said he's again, even though he keeps on getting linked with Liverpool. So, you know, let's see what happens there. But yeah, I've gone 40 minutes. 100%. 100%. Do not worry about it. Do not worry about it. Yeah, I'm gonna add some mods. I'm gonna add some mods. Okay. I'll add some mods. If you can put your name in the chat if you want to be a mod, and I'll add you as a mod. Okay. I'm going to do that with. Oh, I'm frozen. I'm frozen. Why have I frozen? Yeah, so I'm going to put some mods in. All right. So that was the update I was going to give you all. Brilliant that I've got some new members. If you want to become a member, the link's in the description. I'm going to add some content in the next couple of days, some exclusive videos of this visit. Yep, stood on the pitch on my own. So I'm going to put some videos of that day. I also did a trip to the museum, and I've got loads of stuff to show you. So I'm going to put a couple of videos up in the next couple of days for you to peruse over. I haven't got any more updates right now, but I hope you have a great day, and I'll catch up with you again soon. And I'm sure it'll probably be tomorrow, knowing the way Liverpool are moving right now. I'm on Mo's channel later. So what I'll do is I'm actually gonna redirect you over there. So you just leave this on and then you can catch up later. I'll be on Mo's channel at 8 o'clock. I'm just going to redirect that now. Let me do that now. Let me just redirect you. Where is it? Alrighty. Okay, I can't redirect you to Mo, unfortunately. It doesn't give me the rights. But what I will do is I'll chuck you over to Terry's Football Terrace now. He's live. So if you all go over there and put in KMAT Raid, that will be great. And I will see you all later. All right.